Welcome back, everyone, to our continuation of our Caesar 3 Reconquered playthrough in 2025. It's been a minute since I was able to actually upload a video. I got really busy with work in the past week, but I am back again to continue our work on Tarraco. So, let's just do a quick review. We've got our first block set up. We've got a lot of farming going on. We have a very healthy economy started here. We've got plenty of timber. We've got some marble. We've got some clay. A lot of marble down here. We've set up a lot of large temples here to handle our gods' needs. And there's still a few places we haven't really taken advantage of, so we haven't gotten any of the resources here. And over here, too, we are not yet developed where we want to be. But we'll decide what we want to do with those in a minute. Trade-wise, we have, I think, basically everyone open except for Rome. So if we take a look, we are in September. So let's wait a little bit long before we check our status here. I'll unpause the game. If I go over to my advisors really quick, we have room for 0 more. So we're at 154 plebs, and we're going to be staying there. So, one thing I noticed we don't have right now that we're going to need is weapons. Weapons are going to be bigly important for us. So, I do want to get some iron started and some weapons factories. I could do that up here. I could do a little right here if I wanted to. I kind of don't. And I could do like a lot of iron mining here and maybe take the iron down maybe right here and make weapons. I could do something like that. I could do like weapons over here and just, you know, ship the iron out. I think that sounds a little bit more exciting. We can set up a nice little logistics chain. So let's start developing this idea. Let's go ahead and get a bridge out here. There's no ships coming over this way, so we can do with just a low bridge. That's totally fine. We'll go right there. And we also have, oh, that's right, we have iron and weapons over here. Forgot about this. Let's set up, we can get another bridge right here. Can we get one up here? We can get one up here. I like this better. I don't know why. Don't ask me questions. Much of what I do in Caesar 3 is all about the aesthetics. That's how I play this game. And you'll see that especially when we get to Lug Dunham, one of my favorite maps. Alright, so right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weapons factories, 3 iron mines right here, which is pretty good, but we can do better. So let's clear all of this stuff up. There we go. And let's see how many iron mines we can fit here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't want to go 7 because that'll block us up. We'll do one there. Don't want to block any of this stuff here. We need the road to come through, so let's stick with that. Let's get this out here. There we go, that's fine. And there we go. Now, the issue here, with the way I've set this up, is obviously we don't have a warehouse where we can dump all this stuff. I could take one of these out and get a warehouse. Like this one, I think would probably be the one I would kill for warehouse. We've already got iron over here and we're making weapons, and I don't want to set up a warehouse up here really. I want to be able to use this farmland. So I'm going to do that. Let's see if this will work. Warehouse here, and this should work. We can get a highway, not a highway, a road like that. Yep, that works just fine. So we'll turn all this stuff off. We will add iron. And we'll need a cart depot, but I'll worry about that in a minute. We can actually put that up here if we wanted to. Let's grab our engineer and our prefecture. And for our weapons, Well, we have some weapons being built over here, but I kind of want to go to a different location, the one that's maybe a bit closer to where we're going to be selling it. If I look at my trade route, let's see, who's buying our weapons? Massilia buys 50, that's a C trade route. Capua buys 30, this is also a C trade route. Rome will not buy any, but that's 80 per year that we can sell. All via C, so we want it all to come over here. So let's think about how we want to do this. I don't really want to set up here, it's a bit narrow. We could get a lot of weapons right here, actually. This could work. Is there anything else I'd want to put here? I don't think so. Maybe furniture, but furniture we can get somewhere else. There's a lot of other trees on this map. We can drop furniture production. We're already getting a lot of timber, so we could do, like, ship that out over here. And we could make furniture over here along with, like, pottery for the plebs, although pottery we can get pretty much anywhere on this map. There's so much water. We can get clay anywhere. We can get pottery anywhere. We can get furniture up here, actually. And pottery up here. So, you know, I don't have to worry about that. So let's do weapons right here. So I'm going to go ahead and get a warehouse here. Right front and center. Actually, let's move it one hex over. Let's do that. Okay, we're gonna turn this stuff off. We're going to allow iron and weapons, mostly weapons. We're gonna grab our road like this for now. Let's roadblock this guy. Let's get workshop. Let's get some weapons over here. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for now. That's fine. We can add more if we wanted. And we'll go grab a... Did I set iron over here? I did. Okay. We'll need a cart depot. And I am fine putting that right here, I think. Oh, wait, no. I'm not fine with that. I am definitely not fine with that. Let's put it right here. I think that's better. And then we'll be taking iron. This is going to be on pause. This is from 6 to 8. So here we go. Select iron. Let's wait for a second. 6 to 8. If you do this while paused, like I did, these won't activate right away because your game was paused. They need a few seconds to spin up. So if you're confused why this isn't giving you the option to select yet, it's probably because you were paused. Just wait a few seconds and you'll be fine. Okay, and then we'll need a second cart depot. And we're going to need to take our weapons up here, right? So let's do that. So we're going to do weapons from 8 to 4. And this is going to just make our economy skyrocket. It's going to be absolutely out of control. Let's get a few more houses here. Because we are negative now. We did set up a huge amount of infrastructure. And we just gotta watch this happen. We have our iron up here now, so we should have a cart pusher. There he is. We've got the ox coming out to go pick this up. He's coming out this way up here, which is good. This does mean if we start building farms up here, we're going to want to be careful not to block this, this route here. Because, I mean, this guy can also go up this way. It's not that big of a difference. Like, we're not really losing too much time by the cart pusher coming up here and over here rather than like this. It's a little bit of a time save. It's not going to make or break your playthrough, though, so... You know, small optimizations can be really nice if you're playing a very difficult map or a map that's really meant to be like super fine-tuned, but these earlier missions, you don't really have to worry too much. It's not the biggest deal. So don't worry too much about it. Can I get more statues here for these guys? Will this actually help them out? I'll help that guy out, okay. Let's get you right there. And that should take care of some of our pleb problems. However, we're going to want to set up our next district. Nice. Okay, we're getting our first shipments of iron over here, and you'll see that the cart pusher from the warehouse is delivering that iron to our weapons factories. So he'll take a little while to get to all of them. It's totally fine. Just let him do his thing. But eventually, he should be able to support all these without too much trouble. So we'll let him do his thing there, and our economy should really start picking up here soon. Now, as for this, okay, you're just waiting for the librarian to come around. That's fine. Let's go ahead and... So yeah, prosperity 65, so that's not too bad. We don't need to have, you know, bigly amazing grand insulate or anything. I mean, we could do that, and that'd be fine, but... Mining accident. Ah, that's right. So, we didn't have enough timber to cover our iron mines, and so we had to pay some money. So we're going to want some more timber to help cover our iron mines. I'll take care of that in a second. I want to get this set up first. So we can make a block here, but if I try to, you know, separate this from the, separate the road from the reservoir too much, it's going to end up being kind of oddly shaped. So I'm going to do this. 8, there we go. Wow, okay, that actually works out. Okay. This is dangerously close to the stairs, so I don't want any kind of weirdness to happen. Like, if I put the engineer here, is he gonna wander over? No. Okay, alright, I can live with that. That's fine. The reservoir is gonna be a bit of a desirability disaster, but that's okay. I can go ahead and, okay, can I get a fountain all the way over here? I can get fountains in certain places. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do, because we can get houses over on this side. Let's get our fountains like this, so they're kind of bleeding out into the southern edge. I'm gonna get a medium statue up here to just try to help with the desirability right there. Usually I get ponds. I'm a pond lover, but laziness is prevailing. It happens. Let's get our granary, because we have food right here. We can get a granary maybe up in here or over here. Let's do right here. How about that? You know what? I don't like that. You know why? Because I'm going to have to road up this way. Do I have to road up that way? I don't. I could road back here, right? Hold on. If we go here, I can make the... Because I'm going to be road blocking that. So I can make a... I'm going to make a road right here. I can do that. Whoops. And road block this. Let's get our engineer and prefecture over here. Okay, and we're going to allow wheat. There we go. And we have a ridiculous amount of wheat here, don't we? So we can grab a cart depot over here somewhere, maybe here, and we'll take wheat from 5 to our new granary, 9. 5 to 9, there we go. Cool. And that will set us up with food. Let's go ahead and get the rest of what we need here. Our barber, our doctor. Is this a 4x4 or a 2x2? No, it's not. Okay. Let's get our bath right here. Again, just trying to offset some of the desirability penalties from the reservoir. Oh, no. That's right. We forgot to do something important. Because we roadblocked this off and we never built our stuff. So this is going to burn down quite a bit. It's gonna be a bit of a problem for our economy. But hopefully we can get this sorted out fairly quickly. We will give it our best. It's 3 down. Hopefully no more burn down. Okay. That could have been worse. That could have been worse. Let's try that again. Okay, workshop. Weapons. Don't worry, if it happens to you, it happens to the best of us. Okay, there we go. Alright, so this is all set up now. You guys, we still have some room for more houses here, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and slow it down again. And what else am I going to want here? Well, let's take a look at the month. We're in November. Let's wait until we get to December. We are bringing a lot of goods over here now. You can see it looks like we've got a lot more carts bringing more goods over here, which is nice. We should be selling all the time. All the time. There should always be something to sell. This should always be full. Ideally, you should have oxen waiting outside to drop their goods off here. So as soon as stuff is bought, new things are put in, replenishing the bought goods, and there's just a constant stock. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting close. So big sales here. Sold everything. 7 and 5. Okay, not bad. Our money's looking good. Okay, and we are in December, so let's take a look at our sales. So, to Odebessa, we're maxed out on timber. We are not maxed out on clay, so we could be selling more clay. We are not selling sand, that's fine. Sand isn't too big of a deal. To Emporie, we are maxed out on timber and marble. I am not selling stone, but I could be, so stone is something we could be getting. Massilia, we're maxed out on marble. We are not maxed out at all on weapons, but we just started our major weapons manufacturing, so hopefully that'll get up there. And Capua, we're maxed out on marble, and we are almost maxed out on weapons, so we'll know that Capua will be maxed out next year. Rome. Rome is going to be pottery, furniture, and bricks. If we look at the prices here, bricks got us 85, furniture is 95, pottery is 90. So let's go ahead and just open up Rome. We've got the money to do it, so let's do it. And I'm going to get another dock here, because I can. And let's get another warehouse here. Oh my god, a tree is in the way. Let's get rid of that. Let's go warehouse right there. Make sure it's only set to boats. I'm not going to put anything in there yet. I'm probably going to use this as like an importer, so we can import anything we need. Probably olives or olive oil, either one. But for now, it's fine. Okay. Now, what were the other things we need? It was timber. No, timber was maxed out here. Clay. We could get a little bit more clay. We could get stone if we wanted. Clay and stone. But I could forego that and just focus on pottery and furniture instead. And that might be a little bit more worth it, because we can just... I could even set up like pottery and furniture right here. And just have it really close so Rome can be having something to buy all the time. I'm okay with that. That's a decent proposition here. So... the only thing I'm worried about is, okay, Rome sells us oil, and oil is bought for 200 a pump, so oil's pretty expensive. Capua gives us vines. Massilia gives us olives, so I could buy olives and just make the olive oil instead. Olives we can buy for 80, as compared to 200 for one thing of oil, so that would be a little bit more economical. It would give us jobs, too. Let's go ahead and kind of set up a couple houses here. We don't have to get too much. Let's get our market. Let's grab a, I don't know, a lararium right here to make it a little prettier. Let's get some temples. Oops. Someone didn't have his auto cycle on. There we go. Get that. I don't need to get all these right here. In fact, it's probably not good that I did, but we'll remove things as needed. Grab a theater right here. Okay. Okay. Plebs are moving on in. Let's just turn on wheat for now for here. And let's also go to our trade advisor. Let's turn on pottery and furniture so I don't forget. Bricks, I don't think I'm going to be really making. And again, you don't have to do your economy the way I'm doing my economy. Like, if you wanted to really just max out all your exports, you wanted to get your bricks, get your stone, sell everything maxed out, money, 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 go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. There's multiple ways you can approach each map, your economy, your management of your plebs. It's kind of the fun thing about these games is you can design the city that you want to make. And that's what makes it fun. At least for me. Okay, how many... Okay, Rome buys 24 furniture and 24 pottery. That's not actually that much. Let's go workshop, furniture. I need to read that, but give me a second. Let me do this first. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Let's do that for now. And I'll do... I don't know, I'll do clay like that. Pottery. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna do this. Okay. And let's set pottery and furniture here. We'll just do 8 and 8. Okay, that's in range. That's fine. Okay, this is our economy's gonna be ridiculous in a bit. We're gonna be selling just so much stuff. It's gonna be out of control. I've got room for 334 more plebs. That is plenty to come in. These aren't even upgraded yet. So let's let our unemployment fix itself for a moment. Okay. Look at this. This is completely full now. I could switch some of this up. Like, I don't need this much iron. We're just, you know, funneling it in here so we can give to these weapons makers. But, yeah, it's okay. That's a lot of iron, but I'm okay with this. Okay, we've got more plebs coming in here. I could also get some, you know what is tempting? To get some highways. Let's actually read that message, though. Alright. It is not fitting that a respectable Roman patrician and governor is living amid the rabble. Build a governor's mansion to provide comfortable lodging for yourself, your family, and counselors. Build a governor's residence. Must be a governor's villa for a secret reward. Okay, so a governor's villa. Where would I want to put that thing? I guess I could put it over here. It's a very desirable building. So I could stick that over here. For now, that's fine. We'll get a secret reward. Hopefully it'll be something cool. Can I get, because we needed more clay, right? I cannot get one right there. I could get one right here. That should be okay, because that's not blocking our thing. Let's get one right here. Because remember, we were slightly short on clay sales, so getting one more clay pit is fine. But you just said you weren't going to build more things. You're going to let your plebs come in and balance out your unemployment. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. I know what I said. Discovery. Oh no, I had the right click held down. All right, 4,000 denarii acquired and added to your private savings. Okay, free money. The best kind of money. Okay, as I was saying though. Highways. So I could get one there. I wish I could build one here, but I cannot. Get a couple things here. I could go here and get some, but that's fine. It is okay. One more house over here, one more over here. Okay. And we are selling out constantly. And that's not good. Well, that's Rome, so Rome's just buying the stuff which we just got started with, so that is what it is. But we're a bit short on weapons and the like here. And that's not good. That is not good. How are we doing on production over here? Looks like we're doing good. This isn't terrible. But I kind of want this to fill up a little bit more frequently. Our marble was fine. So we're not going to need any more marble here. Oh, hello. Disaster. Even the gods are shaking. An earthquake swallows all in its path. Hope that it proves mild and repair any damage when it ends. Alright. And here is the main event for this map. Oh no. Oh no. Our path is blocked. Our plebs will starve. And now we're gonna need... Look at this poor guy. Completely surrounded. You hate to see it. Let's just see how bad the damage goes first before we start doing anything. Alright. Looks like that's it. Well, if you take a look here, sadly, I can get a bridge here. Oh, there's a rock. I fell for that too. Don't worry, you're not the only ones. Well, we're in a pickle. We can no longer access this farmland from here. We have to go all the way over here. So, what do we do? What do we do? We lost a ton of farming. And we also lost our most direct route to bring our food to our Granary 1. These guys are going to starve here. Let's let the firefighters do their thing for a second, and then let's think about how we're going to take care of this. Oof. A lot of fires. Well, fortunately for us, we've got a ton of farmland that's not being used here yet. So let's start thinking about clearing this up. Let's get rid of some of the trees. Get rid of some of you guys here. Okay. Now, I kind of want to see how much is going to be left over here. Sadly, we are losing almost everything. This is wheat farm, wheat farm, wheat farm. I just want to make sure I didn't have like a thingamabob die here on accident. Actually, do I have a risks fire? Okay, let's get rid of some of this stuff. Get rid of that, get rid of this. Get rid of this because it's ugly. Get rid of that. And let's redo a couple things here. So let's get this prefecture. Let's do a couple things differently. Let's kind of rethink how we want to do this. Let's get our roadblock here, maybe? We'll get our NG and prefecture over here. Hopefully none of that stuff burns down. Okay. Let's get a couple wheat farms where we can. If we build these. Okay, so we've still got stuff coming over here. This is 5 to 9, so that's 5, this is 9. So this one's still okay, this one is not. So we're gonna have to take care of that. So let's think about how we want to do that. Oh no, we have 5 to 1 as well. Okay, so we technically still have a cart pusher going from here to here, but now they're gonna have to take this very roundabout route. So we're going to want to make sure that we can keep this full at all times to the best of our ability. We could get a guy here, but I don't really like that. And because I wasn't using this, kind of got a lot of like infrastructure set up in awkward positions. Well, let's rethink what we want to do here. First, let's just get this guy here. It's nice and close. We can just do that. There he is. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's get our roadblock here. And... Or... You know what? Let's do this. Let's do here and here. And so that way this guy is being covered by this and this. That's fine. Let's get a road down this way. Okay, let's get farm here. Yeah, that's fine. One like that. One over here. Okay. Let's get a roadblock here. Take this one out. Okay. Okay, let's unpause for a second. Alright. By the way, we're going to have to do something with our clay real quick because we are unable to store enough clay. You hate to see it. Okay, let's do... I don't like that I've blocked this off. Because I want a road out from here. So I'm gonna get rid of that bath. You know, you might be asking yourself, well, what does this have to do with the clay? I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Relax. Get this going up here. Let's get a roadblock right here. Okay. And let's get some clay production right here. Like that. Cool. Get a warehouse. I don't want to get it too close to the houses, so maybe over here is okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's allow market ladies. And then I'm going to allow clay here. I'm only going to do this so we can have enough to send to Caesar. So we'll allow clay. And then we'll switch this up to pottery and furniture. But I'm not going to add the pottery and furniture yet. Okay, and speaking of the furniture, we'll get that down here. So let's clear this up. We'll get this ready for some furniture production. Okay. And how many wheat farms do we have here now? Well, you guys aren't going anywhere, which means we've got this completely filled. And we should be... Yeah, we got our cart pushers coming out that way. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and set up some fruit as well. We're going to have a second source of food for when we need it. And let's put this right here, because we can still road out from that. I'm going to put that right there. We can get you here. And you here. Real quick, let me road this up. Let's get you... Oops. Let's get that. Let's get a granary up in here. Let's do that. Okay. Roadblock that. Let's add fruit in here. I'm not going to allow anyone to come get it just yet. There we go. Fruit added. Let's get an NG here and here. And then a prefecture here and here. Okay. We're still negative on plebs. How much room do we have? We have room for 305 more. Okay, we should have plenty more plebs moving in. It's taking a bit longer because they're coming all the way over here to settle, so they're not like dropping right in, but we'll see. Okay, weaponsmithies. Governor, we should start to establish a large-scale weapons industry. Tensions with Carthage are at their height, and we will surely be tasked to support the war effort. If large-scale manufacturing is planned properly, we should see a rise in smelting efficiency and more availability of raw materials for their expansion. Okay. Build and staff 12 weapons workshops to gain +2 iron each month directly into stockpiles. Okay. We already have that. Okay, the planned large-scale operation is already bearing fruit, so we're getting more iron. Okay. So this is going to mean our iron production's a little bit ridiculous. It's going to be a little bit out of control. We could definitely axe some of the iron up here at this point and replace it with stone, and then start sending the stone out here to sell. That would be totally fine. We'll let it be for now. But that is a possibility. We're still not really keeping this full, which I'm not happy about. And I can also see that I've got clay just sitting here. Why aren't you producing? In fact, why are you guys not producing at all? Is it just because of the amount of people in here? But 7 of 10 should be enough that they're working, right? Why would this... Oh, is it because I'm storing clay? Something new I've discovered. So if you set your clay to storing, that also means these guys will not deliver to your pottery. They're just going to sit there. Interesting. You learn something every day. Alright, we're going to be asked for more and more stuff here, including weapons and wheat, so we're going to have to make sure we have a lot of wheat and a lot of weapons. We're going to definitely have to get more wheat. Let's just focus on the fruit first. So let's go up here. Actually, I don't like that very much. Let's go here, here, and here for now. And like this. Let's do that. Let us roadblock this and this. Okay. Room for 173. Let's get some more houses. Let's be building this up. How are you doing? Okay. You are getting low on food. So this is a problem. A big problem. So let's go ahead and set up another granary. I'm going to put this guy right here. And let's set up some more wheat. Go here, here, here. Like that. Are you able to get down there just fine? There we go. Alright. Wheat accepted. Nice. Our clay is ready to go, so let's not accept clay here anymore. Let's send the clay request. There we go. This should start producing again. Alright. A little bit messy on how I did that, but it's okay. There was definitely a better way for me to do that, but yeah, I am fine with it. Okay, let's get our block a little bit more sorted. I want to have these plebs getting in here and settling. Okay, and we are out of food up here. Alright. It is time to grab another cart depot here. We're going to be going from 13 to 1. Let's see if that helps out. I could also start sending some fruit. Could be something we do. I don't want to build too much more here because we're going to need space for entertainment and things like that. I'll probably actually have to end up getting rid of some of these houses. Yeah. That's definitely what's going to happen here. That's okay. Let's go ahead and build this up a little bit more. And this is going to give us just a ridiculous amount of plebs. Nice. Okay, this is filling up very well. Money is looking good. Oh my god. Hold on, what was that? The Punic War has started. On the island of Sicily, tensions have boiled over. Roman diplomats were insulted, and colonization efforts were hindered by the Carthaginians living there. Alright, new development. The Senate will now start requesting weapons, denarii, and wheat in large amounts. Okay, so we're definitely going to have to increase everything here. Let's send out these. Start storing those weapons. And because we're going to need more wheat for our, not so much for our plebs, but for Caesar's requests, let's go ahead and get those. You here. You here. Don't want to block that off. Be careful. Don't want to block this off either. Get a road. Okay. Let's set this to getting our wheat. And even though I'm probably not going to do much with it yet, I'm just going to have it stored and ready to go. We're running out of wheat a little bit here. And here. Okay, so I'm going to set this to 24, and I'm going to add fruit here. We'll do the same right here. And let's start sending out this fruit. So I am going to grab a... What did I just do? I pressed something. Let's not do that. Let's go here. Get 2 cart depots. Well, actually, you know what? Let's just get 1 because this is very close. So I'm going to set this to getting. And then we'll do fruit. From, what is this, 12 to 1. Okay, let's do that. So this way there should always be some food of some variety in there. Let's go ahead and set you to trading fruit. And you as well. There we go. And weapons. Weapons, weapons, weapons. We are not quite there yet, but we have enough space, so we should be able to get what we need. What was that? Emperor's Gratitude, okay. Give me a small pond. I need that pond. So we are going to need to do something here to help with our entertainment to when we level these guys up. So first of all, let's get some stuff ready for leveling these guys up. So let's go pottery and furniture here. Do 8 and 8. Let's get a road like this, maybe. Maybe like that, so I can get some timber over here. I think actually 1 clay pit's gonna be enough. Let's do that. Let's get you. Let's get that. And then we can get rid of a couple things here. So I can get rid of series, and that gives me a 3x3 here. So I can grab an amphitheater here if I wanted. I can grab a school up here, or just right away, I think. That's fine. Oh. You guys coming in here? Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. School can fit there. So maybe we're okay. Weapons are almost ready to go. There we go. Send those out. Let's get a roadblock here so that these guys are going this way. Mining accident. Rip. And we are going to need some... You know what? We don't need you anymore. We don't need you anymore. So we could get a gladiator school up here. Or here. Do that. This is gonna block these guys out, so they're gonna have to go back. I'm sorry, bros. It had to be done. It didn't really have to be done, but I did it. Colony there. Okay. We are pleb positive again, which is nice. And I almost want to set up like a second weapons area. I am tempted. I'm very tempted. Let's see. If I do set it up, where would I put it? Could put it over here. I can actually bridge over here, so this wouldn't be terrible. Bridge here too. Let's get rid of some of these. So we could do something like this, we just have to keep this open, right? Okay. Let's check on our food again. Okay, you look good, you look good. You're holding a lot of grain. You're not holding any right now. It's okay. Okay. I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Let's see. I'm gonna make a road here just so I mark this off and I have like a spot I know that I can't build on. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We can do something like this. I'm gonna warehouse here. So right in the middle. There we go. Let's add iron. And weapons. Okay, let's go. Where are you? Weapons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why not? Okay, let's roadblock this off. Let's get our engineering prefecture here. And let's get a cart depot over here. Let's unpause, and we're going to need to be taking from 6 over to this new guy, 6 to 15. That's 8. And there we go. Okay. Alright. So with this amount of weapons coming in here, we should be stocked up to send a Caesar when we need to, and then we can also have more ready to sell to our trading partners as necessary. You can see we've got some timber and clay just sitting here. We could add one more pottery barn and one more furniture post here, and that would be totally fine. But for now, I think we're in a pretty good spot. If we just check everything here, we've got room for 85 more plebs. So we can fill out this block if we want it. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to start leveling these guys up. We can import oil, so we can take these guys all the way up to Grand Insulate here. And then we might need to get like one more block. But that's totally fine. There's room for a block right here. There's even some food right here, so you can get whatever you want. Now this is not bridgeable, sadly, or not sadly, depending on how you like to play the game. So if we do get a block here, the plebs are gonna have to go all the way around and make this loop-de-loop. It's a little precursor to Lug Dedham, if you're a Lug Dedham fan. All right, but we're nearing an hour, so I think we're at a good stopping point. So this is gonna be it for today. We handled the major obstacle of this map, which is the earthquake here. But fortunately, a lot of our infrastructure here was remained intact, including some of our farms up here. So it wasn't too big of a deal. Now, of course, if you know this map, you can just start farming up here, and then when the earthquake comes, it just doesn't affect you at all. You've just got everything set up here already. But it's fun to do this to show people maybe who haven't played this yet how you would deal with it if you were playing it for the first time. You know what I mean? Because most people, the first time they play this, they're going to be like, oh, I can just bridge right here. I've got all this farmland right here, easy peasy. And then they get hit by the earthquake, and they're like, you know, what do I do? So this is how you do it. Don't panic. Just clear up the wreckage, have the firefighters put out the fires, and then, you know, rebuild. It's just going to take longer to get some stuff over, so add some more farms, maybe get an extra cart pusher, and you'll be A-okay. Alright, so this is part 2. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching today. Part 3, I'll try to get out sooner this time. Hopefully I have some more free time to record in the mornings, so I can pump these out a little sooner. But until next time, you can leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and then you can also follow me on twitch.tv/AuthorValentine. We do a lot of Caesar 3 content, as well as other, you know, city builders and RTS stuff. So if you're into that, please go ahead and follow twitch.tv/AuthorValentine to see me go live. Alright, everybody, salutes to all of you. Have a good rest of your days, evenings, and mornings as they may be, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.